100%, neither is Cam.
What's up, Pro Sound? So, I keep getting asked about the end of the show last week. It was complete madness. But, I mean, it is March, so of course, there was some craziness. But if you guys want to act so crazy, I got thinking. On March 29th, we're going to have a 10-man rumble. And the winner of that rumble will go on to face AD.
Already lining up Aaron Dallas' next opponent.
Next contender.
You know, I don't really have too much to say because I don't think there's any question about what's next for me. I've gone through a chain match, the House of Fun, a broken hand, all kinds of fire. Kaden, you are the last step I need to burning down the house.
Kamikaze and a Cam.
Cam's talking about burning down the house, but my house is already in flames. Last week, Sean expected me to fight him. And I believe I've made it clear that I'm not going to do that. You know, the way this works, you don't go home and beat your children. And that's what he wants me to do. He wants me to walk into this ring. This ring is my house. This ring is my kingdom. And he wants me to get in here and beat my son. And Sean, I'm not going to do that. A couple years ago, I lost a close friend of mine when Jimmy Rave passed away. And Sean, this isn't for them, this is for you. This feels exactly the same, but it hurts a whole lot worse because I don't see Jimmy Rave anymore except when I close my eyes and I think about the good times that I had with my friend. But I have to come out here every week and see Sean Christopher. And that doesn't sit right with me, Sean. And I'm not okay with it. And I'm not okay. So there's nothing that you can do, there's nothing that you can say physically, emotionally, or mentally to me that you can do to get me to lay hands on you. So I want you to get that message. I want you to know how clear it is. I want you guys to know how clear it is that there is no set of circumstances that I'm going to come out here and throw fists with one of my best friends. You don't have to clap for that. You don't have to boo for it.
You do have to get on your feet because Atonement coming back out in the form of Damien Serotonin.
What is Damien Serotonin doing out here? Supposed to be chosen ones giving their thoughts.
The champion of champions. The devil is in the details when it comes to Damien Serotonin. And the friends, or former friends, of Ace Haven, here's one of them. They're probably the most successful. See Colin, see Damien, you see Sean, all these people are such close friends with Ace Haven, not anymore. The only person he can rely on is the man in the mirror.
Serotonin interjecting himself here.
Put it back on!
I don't wonder exactly what he has on his mind.
We're about to find out.
Your friend, Sean Christopher. Your son, Sean Christopher. See, some of these people may not know the history between me and you and why I'm willing to speak on this. Because me and you, we've been through hell and back. When we first met each other, we couldn't stand the sight of each other, Ace. But then there was one night that was never supposed to happen. We came in this building and we had a match. I had a tag team partner and you had a tag team partner. And the decision was made that those tag team partners weren't going to be in that match. No, it was going to be Ace Haven and Damian Seroton teaming up for the first time ever for the Pro South Tag Team Championships. And I remember being backstage during that. When the guy found out he was took out of the match. When he looked you in your face and he said, my wife is out there, my kid's out there, they came here to see me win the tag team titles. And then he kicked the door in your face and you punched him in his mouth. That was the night I knew that I wanted to be Ace Haven's tag team partner. And we went out there, we won the Pro South Tag Team Champions for the first time ever. And we started traveling together. We started doing more. We went to places we should have never even been. Places we were better than. And put crowds on their feet. People chanting in buildings that had never chanted. Until we got time limits called on us that we never knew about. And I saw you swing on a referee. And it was me. It was me bailing you out. It was me, the guy who went up to someone's job and caught an assault charge, bailing you out. And that was the Ace Haven that I remember. This is not the Ace Haven that I remember. And Sean Christopher is not the Sean Christopher that you remember. You see, I knew it was going to be different with Sean this time. I knew it was going to be different with Sean when he came back. You had every reason to believe that he was here for the right reasons. But he's using you again like he used you back then. You were never a mentor for Sean. You were never like a father figure for Sean. No, he had his mentors. He had his father figures. But he didn't have one in you. He didn't care. He didn't care. You cared about him more than he cared about you. What you are is a catalyst to get back in this. And he takes that YouTube championship and he wins it and he holds it. And that is the one thing that lets him know that he belongs again. And he holds it above his head. And that's the one thing I never took from him. You know, when I had the opportunity, I never did. You know why? Because I knew as soon as that was ripped away from him, it changed. But I tried to put a stop to it. I tried to put a stop to it by having him run down out there. I tried to put a stop to it by putting him in the ground. But when he had the opportunity to just put me in the ground, is that all he did? No. Is that all he did? No. He set fire to me out there instead of just putting me in the ground. Something he never had to do. And you want to come out here and talk about that. The fact that you're a father figure. Sean doesn't give a damn about you. He never has. When we were struggling to make ends meet here, when we were giving him everything that he needed, and you were about to be on top of this company, I remember telling you, don't trust him. Don't trust him. And I handed you a steel chair because you said, we can trust him. We can trust him. And then he turned it and he blasted me with it. And then he even made sure that you didn't win that match and you weren't in control. And he walked out. He walked out when you were giving him everything that he wanted. When you brought in his friends, when you brought in his mentor, when you were doing what it took, he walked out on you for someone else. You think he gives a damn about you? Sean hasn't given a damn about you in a long time. The problem we have right now is you're not the Ace Haven you used to be. The Ace Haven that I know would come out here and beat the hell out of it and show him exactly what it means to be a king. You sit out here and you call yourself the king of the South. And he calls himself the king of the dead. You know why? Because he lives after your moniker. Everything that you have, everything that you built, everything that you want, everything that you start to have, he wants to take away from you. He wants to stand over you. He's willing to put you in the sky and hang you in front of your whole kingdom. And you're going to sit here and tell me you won't fight? No. You better fight him. You better fight him like you've never fought before. Because I'm going to tell you this. If you don't fight him, there's not going to be a king. You're not going to be the king of the South. There's going to be another king running your kingdom. So you better fight him.